Okay, so 9 months later. Hope you had some beautiful babies.
And we hope that they will appear in Imagine Party Babies.
Perhaps. This fucking launch title for the NX. Imagine Party Babies 2. And people are just like, what
the fuck? Oh my god.
Like, they're doing it! They're doing it!
The dreams are coming true! The dreams are coming true!
E3, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop!
No, but seriously, what is E3 supposed to be about from now on?
Shenmue 3, and they're just gonna be like, remember what we did last year?
We just do it again!
They're just like, yeah, we're gonna show you a little bit of footage this time. That's it. Then Nintendo's gonna be like, we're very sorry about last year. Here's NX. And there's people just gonna be like, I think it could be impressive. What do you think?
Do you think it's their move in to get like the third party titles that are coming out on PS4 and Xbox One over to their thing?
Yeah, and when you ask that, do you mean that it would be similarly powered?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a huge jump.
I do think it will be more powerful than the PS4.
Oh, you
If
do?
not, then at least in between the Xbox One and PS4. But I think generally when Nintendo is trying to like match the specs of something, like sort of like they go a little above.
Oh, okay.
You know?
It's just, when's the last time they've had the most powerful?
You can
like the SNES, sort of.
Oh yeah, the SNES was depending on who you consider its competitors, like 3DO and shit like that, would be more powerful, but also different in very a lot of ways. N64 was in a lot of ways better than the PS1, but obviously the cartridge format held it back, especially when you consider that as soon as people had the ability to make FMVs on the PS1, they fucking did them, no matter what, you know? There were a lot of games on the PS1 that came out that were like 50-something megabytes and that's it. But it was on a CD and they put some FMVs in there, fucking fill it up a little bit. Like, a lot of things were actually possible on the N64. But they had a lot of issues. I think I told you once, but Silicon Graphics, SGI, Silicon Graphics something, they were having a whole bunch of issues, like, as a company at the time, that affected the N64, much to the dismay of Nintendo. It resulted in things like one of the lead designers of the N64, I believe, or one of the heads of SGI, eventually left and he started Netscape. And like one of the dudes that he was with that was like one of the other higher ups wanted to join him, and when the dude said no, he killed himself. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, like that whole scenario led to one dude killing himself at some point. So that was like a really problem thing. It's not a reflection of the hardware, like it reflected on the hardware, but I'm not saying that N64 hardware was so bad that somebody killed himself. Not trying to say that, but yeah, it had some issues, like small issues that affected things very heavily. And the GameCube was super fucking capable. But I don't know, I guess the little mini DVDs turned off a lot of third parties for some reason. So yeah, and then obviously the Wii was fucking, for that generation, considered bottom of the barrel when it comes to specs. And Wii U is considered bottom of the barrel when it comes to this generation. So yeah, N64 kind of was the last time. GameCube was trading punches with the Xbox. So yeah, I don't know. I have a whole fucking video I want to make about the NX. I know you know about it. I'm just put myself in a situation where I'm committing to this thing, and then if I don't, all 5 people who watch this are gonna give me shit about it. But yeah, I think there's some people that if they partnered with them, I think they can get a very capable system. I think something more capable than the PS4 at a lower price and lower wattage. If they went with them, you know.
Well, what's the projected release date or whatever?
Okay, so somebody, what was it? Not their manufacturers or whatever. Like somebody asked like Macronix and like all those other people about something in regards to the NX release, and they claimed July 20 something next year.
Yeah.
Like so shortly after after the NX. Well, that's assuming that they're going to announce NX at E3. We know they're going to talk about NX at E3. It's not, you know, an official thing that they are going to announce at E3. They could, you know, say they can. They said 2016, so January can just come by, and they'll be like, you know, here's a direct, and here's NX, and here you're gonna figure out more at E3. But we'll tell you one thing: Bayonetta 3 and 4 are coming to it. Final Fantasy 7 and 7 too.
7. Should I get? I have enough to get this costume, right?
Yes. Super Mario 64 remake. Shenmue is also coming to there. Shenmue 4 because they can't have Shenmue 3. So Shenmue 4. Making Shenmue 4. Fucking the dude who worked on Last Guardian is just going to be first party developer for.
Well, actually, the thing about that is like.
I'm trying to think of any way that can be like that, like could hype up. Like imagine if Nintendo did with NX what Sony did for this year's E3.
Yeah.
Like for a fucking console, that's huge, you know, like a console release thing. But
yeah, the thing is actually, I think the new team that Fumito Ueda is working on isn't part of Sony's first party. Like, like he's contractually obligated to probably finish Last Guardian. Mm-hmm. But I think he's technically independent. He can make games for whatever system.
So that could be cool. Nintendo just buys them up. I don't think. See, here's the thing. Like something with people who say something like what I just said. I always get really annoyed when people are like, "Yeah, well, so and so company with a bunch of money is gonna buy them up," and it's like you can't just buy things that aren't for sale. You know, if they're like, no, we want to be independent, they can do that. There's no fucking premise where it's like, no, but if they offer $100 million, then they have to say yes. There's no saying no. It's a law. Like it's not. I always hate when people do that. It's like, why didn't Sony buy Nintendo? Didn't enough money? And it's like, fucking nobody said they were for sale.
So why didn't they?
They weren't for sale. Now, what other? I'm trying to think. Because here's the thing: we need some replacements for Shenmue 3, Last Guardian, and Final Fantasy 7 remake, right? And you know, Half-Life 3. I can't even jokingly attribute that to Nintendo because it's never gonna fucking happen. It's just not.
You don't
not the
know
same.
that.
They're not the same. They're not. Actually, didn't Gabe Newell say that like when he played Mario 64, it's what convinced him that gaming was art?
Probably.
Yeah, I forgot what the other game is that he credited with really inspiring him.
I think it was this game.
Yeah, that shot.
Yeah, I wasted that entire episode just doing this shit. So.
Okay, well, next episode we're gonna give you more news, rumors, tips, tricks, and walkthroughs.
Yeah, and unboxings.
Covers. You name it, we got it in the next episode of the Distract Mode Place.